So, team, can anyone show the first block uh, while I'm going to start the session? So can anyone say what is data science? Or before going to the data science concept, what is data analytics or a business analytics course? Guys, tell me what is data analytics or business analytics? So team, is the screen visible?
No. Yes, now.
Okay. Okay. So now what I'm saying, uh, so we have MCS 2 to 6. So in MCS 2 to 6, we have four blocks. First of all, basics of data science. Then we have big data management, analysis, and the programming for data science. That is the data analysis. So how we are going to combine all those things. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Kajal. Can you have raised your hands? Please tell me. We continue. Okay.
So click on third semester.
Good morning, sir. I shared a book PDF in the message box.
Hello, team, any questions? So what we are saying, so data science is a mix up of computer science skills like the traditional software, what we have like uh, SQL, Python, and a concept of C programming language is also in deep concept of machine learning, what we are going to elaborate and what we are going to say, and some part of math and stat is also going to use in terms of mathematical, like the trigonometrical formulas, like a calculus we are going to use, stat we are going to use, and so on. Okay, and along with some business and the domain expertise that is needed to find the deep dive into the data. So, is there any questions in these three portions? How we are going to elaborate data science, and what are the different streams that we need to go in data science? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So now go to the block first. So what is data science? So before going to the data science definition, we need to identify and we need to find what we can do. So see here, same types of structure I have shown you in the Google. So we will go through the computing part, we will go through the mathematical part, and we have the domain knowledge. So domain basically called is the knowledge that relates to different industry. Like suppose you have telecom industry, so you have telecom knowledge. Now you are saying that you are you all are belongs to BFS domain, that is called the banking and financial services. So you have BFS domain skill set or a statics. Now I'm saying that uh, you have life sciences and the pharma domain, that is called the medical science. Okay, so you have advertisement industry domain knowledge. You have we can say insurance domain knowledge. You can say you have EST domain knowledge. So you have e-commerce knowledge, that is called the online shopping for anything and any of the food ordering system. So like Swiggy, Zomato, Food Panda, Instamart, and so on. So these are skills that we are going to capture in the domain. Okay. So there are,
Okay, sir.
we can say it's or a data science is a multi combinations of the platforms or a science in which the objective is to perform the analysis to generate some insights and knowledge for the decision makers. Means what we generally do, the company owner, the CEO, the stakeholders, the higher management doesn't have time to see the data. They are only going to see the insights, the progress bar, the bar, the charts, and so on. Generally, it is happening. So they are not going to see the things in such a way how the internal things is happening, where we are lagging. They only know the output, the progress. They only want to see the things in three colors: amber, green, and red. Okay. So, so Kajal, you have raised your hands. Any question? Kajal, you have raised your hands. Any question? Okay. Okay, fine. So, so on the basis of the data sets, what is coming from different sources, either we have single source system or a multi-source system, we have different types of data. The different types of data are, we will going to capture the data in text, in Excel form, in CSP, in graphical form, that will be a video or a audio or a JSON file or a XML file data, and so on. Okay. Any questions? Guys, any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So So we have the data in different forms. We can say a data will be in textual form or a text file or a Excel or a CSV or a video audio files, and sometimes the data will be in large and it will be semi-structured like the XML form, the JSON forms, and so on. Okay, so going to the this diagram is very important because this gives the data science core concepts. What all those topics we need to discuss in data science? What is the what is the computing? What are the mathematics that we need to follow? What are the domain skills that is needed to elaborate the data to provide some insights to the higher management? Okay. So now coming to the data types, so we have four types of data that generally we are going to use in the data science. The first is the structured data, second is the semi-structured data, third is the unstructured data, and fourth is the data streams. So structured data is saying we have one source where the data is structured and placed in the best way. Like we have customer informations in a customer table, we have account information in account table, we have transaction information in transaction table, and so on. So these types of informations are segregated and divided separately to get the informations. This is called our structured data process. Any questions? Guys, if you have any questions, unmute yourself and ask it. Okay? If you have any
Sir,
questions in your
please
mind,
once please can you please repeat this structured data?
structured data I am saying if the data is coming in such a way, so every entity is separated and stored at a separate place, separate container, like customer data is in customer table, account data is in account table, transaction data is in transaction table, and so on. So we can see that okay, these types of data structure are called the structured data.
Okay, sir.
Are you getting my point?
Yeah, it's clear, sir.
So now the next one is semi-structured. So semi-structured say that we have data in either in XML form or in JSON form or in server logs or in EDI data. So if the data will be in XML, JSON, server logs or in EDI, so we can say this is called our semi-structured.
Sir, what is EDI data?
What?
What is EDI data? Uh, After server logs, it is written that it is EDI data is the semi-structured data. So what is this data, EDI data?
So EDI maybe the interchange you can say uh, electronic data interchange, and so we can say okay. So sometimes uh, you can say some exchange data is also going to stored in the server or in the log. Okay,
Okay, sir. Oh,
so there will be different meanings, but when you see the EDI, it stands for electronic data exchange interchange. Sorry, electronic data interchange. So
okay.
EDI basically you can say which types of data we are going to store will be the uh, purchase orders that we're going to store, invoices, shipping invoices, and so on. So we are going to store those kinds of informations like the ordered sales, invoices, notices, and so on the what we can say EDI. Now the next is the unstructured data. You don't have the uh, data in a proper format or a proper way. You need to deep dive and then find the data values. Are you getting my point?
Yes,
So
sir.
the
Yep.
data will be
Yep.
the data will be in any format like mobile, naturals, anything. But what we need to do, you need to find out. You need to uh, go deep dive into the data and find how to get the meaningful data from the unstructured one. Okay.
Sir, just like structured data, we can store into the database, Excels, etc. So suppose, sir, there is a row item, and in which it is associated with a image file or video file, like unstructured data. So how this data is stored normally, sir? I just a overview of that, if you can put light
So
on that.
these data are stored in the raw layer or a staging server. Okay. So first, generally, what we follow, we're going to extract the data from multiple sources, going to store in a staging server or staging table. Okay. And
Yeah.
for those staging table, we are going to do some manipulations or transformation. Got my point?
Yeah. So I'm talking about image data, sir, image and video data. So suppose, just I'm giving an example. So
Yeah.
suppose I am traveling at some places, right? And I got the
Okay.
location of that place in the terms of the longitude, latitude, and elevation of that area. And now I have taken a photograph of that area, right?
Okay.
So location will be stored as a database like longitude, latitude. When I take this image, so how to store this image along with that data, because it should be tagged with that data.
Yes. So your question is how we are going to store the images data with the relevant data or not. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Along with the structured data. Yeah,
Okay. So basically, images in the same, uh, you can say, same way, the images are stored at any specific folder and their path are stored in the tables level. So
okay.
sometimes it will be the binary data format we are going to use. Means all those images that will be a part of our JPG, PNG, or TIFF file. You know about the TIFF
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
file?
Right.
So all
Yeah.
those data are a mixture of the images that we are going to store in blob form. Blob is called binary large object. Okay. So we are going to store those images, those CCTV footage, those insights data in the blob form. And blob is called our binary large object. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So those videos, audios, images, all will be come under the structured. So we need to find the insights. We need to find the proper values and proper set of data to store in a proper way. Okay.
Sir, binary form, large object is means like a pixel form or zero or one form. Sir, clearly, please clear this point.
No, 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 not in 01 form. There is a format when you go and see the data type. So let me show you. So there is a blob architecture, BLOB storage in uh, data science. In data science. Okay. So what is blob data storage? If you go and see, the binary large object is a type of cloud data storage designed to store large amount of unstructured data. Okay. Unstructured, it means they're going to store some of the files, folders, and so on. And how we are going to store? So block wise or appending page wise. So let me show you, not in the binary form. I'm not saying that you are going to store those data in terms of 1, 0, and so on. They're going to store in the forms of this. Okay. See here. So everything from image and video to backups, log files, large data analytics, anything that we can store as a blob storage. And if you want to see how the blob is going to store the data, let me show you. Mhm. Just say how the blob data is going to store internally. Okay, so the blob data we can say Azure blob or any of the blob. Uh,
सर 0 और 1 ही फॉलो करता है सर। इनकैप्सुलेशन में ऑब्जेक्ट फॉर्म में जब टूटता है तो उसको बाइनरी स्ट्रीम में 0 और 1 में ही ब्रेक करते हैं।
let's see because 10 फॉर्म से होंगे बट यहाँ पे कुछ variations होगा. Okay, no issue. So it might be US one form so in blob structure, but their capacity and the storage is too high. So let me show the capacity in sense in one column. If we are going to define as a blob, how many number of bytes or a MB we are going to store? Because generally what we see, textual data are not much, not going to take much space in compared to video and the graphics. Okay, okay. Let's see. I will give some comments on this. So these are called unstructured data streams. It's just nothing, just a sequential data that is coming from over a time of period, like the daily transactions or a weekly transactions or a monthly transactions and all. So we can say it's a data stream that we are going to fetch. So now, a statical informations or a stats that we are going to capture in first category or a qualitative data, and second is the quantitative data. Qualitative data means how many categories, how many data we are going to find out with some like category. So there is a department and department having different streams like the HR department, some admin, some we can say sales, productions, inventory. So these are some categories that we are going to find out. And quantitative, how many deals, how many sets of data we are going to store, like a 1 day data or a 1 week data or a 1 month data and 1 year data and so on. Measuring a scale and so on, you will say IDV is a term. Always remember, this is called identifying a value and you will go, right? This is just a measurement scale. So these are 4 measurement scales that we are going to see. The IDV, the magnitude, the equality intervals, and the minimum or zero value. That is called the MJ. Sampling. What is sample? Right? What
For
is
large
sample?
item to take from large items, select a few samples so that it will become representative of the whole population.
Correct, correct.
Sir,
So
kindly
if
elaborate
we
the
have
sir measure. Sorry for interruption, sir. Sir, kindly elaborate, sir, for mechanism, sir. Measurement. Earlier you have talked, sir. Sir, yes,
it
sir. These
so
4 measurements, sir.
this is first the measurement is scale of data. So how we are going to identify the data that is coming in the fact and dimensions having some good quality and having some identifiers. Identifier means the primary key will be there or a hub key will be there or some uh, attributes data are there, some dimensions are there. All those things we are going to capture on the basis of some scale. The first scale is say the IDV, that is called the identifying a value. Identifying a value means it will be a unique column like the employee ID, product ID, customer ID, transaction ID, payment ID, and so on. The second will be the magnitude. Magnitude, it means what do you mean by the magnitude? Magnitude means if you're saying that hey, we have a salary of 50,000 of a people that is an employee and we have a salary of 60,000. So both are different. Magnitude means we are going to differ on the basis of the digits. That are you getting my point?
Yes, sir. Sir, second one I am not getting, sir. What your actually, sir, magnitude means number and unit is known as magnitude in physics, sir. Any, for
No, no,
example,
no.
here weight is 7. Magnitude simply means a number and unit. Everything we represent in any international standard, like weight, we can say 17.5 kg.
No, 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 no. Magnitude means the digits. I'm saying. I'm not saying about the kg or a liter or rupees
No,
and
no, no.
so
I'm
on.
saying
I'm
about
saying
unit, sir. I'm saying about unit, sir. Kg is here unit, sir, and 17.5 is any number. So any number with the any unit, standard unit is known as magnitude, sir.
no unit. We are not going to discuss about the magnitude here in terms of unit. We are just talking about the values that is stored in database. I'm saying that. So one employee having an employee salary of 50,000 and second employee having a salary of 70,000. So those magnitude differences and the comparing that we are going to discuss in the second scale. We are not saying that example in kg or a liter or a rupees or in dollar and so on. Okay. Magnitude means there are specific values that are going to distribute with the other one. Okay. The third,
Compare,
yeah,
guys.
the third scale is the interval. Interval means any of the data segments, like how interval are, what are different intervals that we are going to create, and in which interval the data is going to lie. It means I have created a rating, and rating is one interval is called 1 to 3, then 4 to 6, 7 to 8, and 8 to 10. There are four intervals on the basis of the data we have created on in rating. Okay, are you getting my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So on the basis of the rating, if people are coming in different rating, we are going to store those values in the intervals. कि ये people 1 to 5 rating है, तो ये अगर इसकी rating 3 है तो ये इसके बीच आएंगे. Equal interval means how the data is going to commit, which characteristics they are going to follow. And the final is simple as a minimum or the zero value characteristics. It means if a data or their attributes are in the picture, they must have any value. मतलब zero भी हो, it doesn't matter. But there should be a value that will come into the picture from the in data analytics part. It should come. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. So sampling, it's a sample data sets. If we have a large set of data, we are going to pick some few samples, one or two samples, that is called the sampling here. Statics parameters, you will go through it. Now, we have different types of data analysis methods. So there are four types of data analytics methods. First is the descriptive analysis. Second is the C. So we have four types of analysis methods. Okay. The first is the descriptive. Okay, so we have uh, four types of analysis. Tim, are you getting my voice?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have four types of analysis. The first one is the descriptive analysis. Second is the exploratory analysis, inferential analysis, and the predictive analysis. Okay. So all those analysis that we are doing is a part of our data science. All those analysis, what we are doing as a part of data science and so on. Okay. So, descriptive analysis, exploratory analysis, inferential analysis, and the predictive analysis. So, when you go one by one, the descriptive analysis is used to showcase the basic summary about the data. Basic summary means any table, like we have one customer table, so customer ID, customer name, customer age, customer mobile number, customer, a lot of informations that we are in the descriptive analysis and a customer data. Okay, so we don't have to do any calculations. We don't have to do any of analysis and so on, like the data or a derived column we need to showcase. No, it's a one-to-one mapping. It's a detailed information about the data, what we are going to store in the table. Okay,
Yes, sir.
like gender, male, female, frequency, and so on. So this is some data. So we are going to draw a pie chart on the basis of the male and female. So 50% is the male and female. So it's showing a pie chart. This is nothing. This is just a uh, mean, mode, median data. How much frequency, how data set is going to say, how we are going to define some cumulative frequency, and so on. This is very simple. And these are the graphs of a distributed data. So basically, mean, mode, median, the part from stats will come into the picture in every analysis. That's why I told in the starting of the analysis, the math and the stat will come. Computer uh, skills, programming skills like the C, Python, and data SQL, Oracle will come. And some domain expertise will come also when we are going to explore those things in terms of the domain skill set. Okay. Now we have second is called the exploratory analysis. So exploratory analysis basically used to find the relationship amongst the data. Explain, explore. If we have one data set called customer, and if we have one data set called production, sorry, called product. So how we are going to find the possible relationship between customer and product? We know in a e-commerce system, a product is purchased by any customer or a customer uh, purchased any product. So it might be possibilities in terms of the mapping and the relationship. One customer can purchase multiple products and one product is purchased by multiple customers. Are you getting my point? So one customer can purchase multiple products and one product can be purchased by the multiple customers, and there is a one to many and from one side and again from one side one to many.
One to many and many to one. It's like that.
Yes. So exploratory, just relationship. So you will go through these examples, how the skills are different, how we are going to see if in a gender, height data, and so if we say male and female, both comes under the relationship of gender, and so on. Now, third one is called the inferential analysis. Means what? So, inferential analysis will say that suppose you have done some analysis on a set of data. So, those analysis will be applied on entire set of the same data set. I'm again repeating my words. The inferential analysis says that if we are going to do some analysis on a data set, then those analysis will be applied on the entire set of same data. Okay.
Sir, but what its means inferential analysis means.
Inferential analysis means what? You are doing some analysis. Okay. And
Okay.
you are saying that, hey, the same analysis has been done on the sample set of data and that will be applied for all.
Okay.
You have defined three things. You have picked two or three persons out of the crowd and say, hey, the person who is greater than equals to 18 is eligible for voting. And that is, and who is not greater than and sorry, who is less than 18 years, that is not eligible for the voting. So if we have done analysis on the basis of age on a data set, we can say this will apply for whole community. It's not for the sample set. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So this
Means
will be
different types
applied
of
for the
analysis with the same data.
yeah, same data set. So what I'm saying, the analysis that you are doing in a sample set of data will be applied for entire set of same data set.
Thank you, sir.
And these types of tests we can do. See, these are the good topic that will be explained later in the session, later in the class, like the univariants, bivariants, two sample setting, one way ANOVA, okay, F testing, correlation, regression, decision tree, and clustering. So these are the tests that you are going to learn in your data science along with some of the algorithms and so on. And then you need to also find out the mean, variance, and critical values, p-value, and so on. And last is the predictive analysis. We are doing some predictions. We are doing some predictions on the basis of tools like the AI platform, like the machine learning, like the data mining, data streaming, data modeling, and so on. What we are doing with the predictions. Predictive analysis is the best way to showcase your data science skills. Like you're using AI, you're using machine learning, you're using a data mining platforms, you're using a data streaming platforms, data streaming processing, data modeling concepts, and so on. Okay. So on the basis of these things, you are going to predicate. Common misconceptions of the correlation is not constant. So the data set, so that you will go, you will study, you will attend, and you will mark. It means you're going to do a deep study on data sets and you're going to showcase your analysis, and that will be markable. So it doesn't mean a caution. So what it is saying, so how we are going to attend the data sets and then going to showcase and then get some insights that should be correlated to each other. मतलब अगर हमारे पास कस्टमर्स होंगे, वो कस्टमर किसी प्रोडक्ट को परचेज करेंगे, then we can say that a transaction had been happened by using a shopping cart and payment will be there. So there will be 4 to 5 things in the e-commerce system. One will be the website, second will be the customer, third will be the product, fourth will be the transaction, fifth will be the payment. So if there be a payment table, so we are going to define a transaction ID should come from transaction table to payment table, and a payment status, payment mode will be there. So all those correlations should be fine. Guys, are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
If you're not getting and any challenges, please let me know. And I think you're good. You're just logging from different states of India. Am I right? All from the OL program.
OL and ODL both, sir. Some
ODL,
students
sir.
are from ODL
So
mode also.
this is third. Which Sam? Second or third? Which paper includes this data scientist?
Third
Third
semester.
semester.
Third. So in third sem we have two things. So first is called you need to submit your synopsis, and then you need to go through all those papers. That is also okay. So you all ODL and OL are joined right now today. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, okay. But for the ODL and the OL, the crowd is not too good. Means a lot of students has to join, but I don't know if maybe Saturday or they're not giving taking some priority of the classes and so on. That's why they're not joined. But those who joined can appreciate it from my side. Okay. So these are result applications data science. What types of applications we are going to generate? Spam detections. What is spam detections? and you're going to configure some of the email, some spam is coming. So this analysis is called in our communications channel. It might be a spam in the email, it might be a spam in the network, it might be a spam in the WhatsApp communication, and so on also. Second is the financial fraud detection system. You are going to process, you are going to do a transactions by the user authentication process, like the username and password, sometimes the captcha, sometimes the OTP generation, and so on. Recommendation of products. What do you mean by this line? Can anyone suggest? What do you mean by the recommendation of products?
Sir, when we do online shopping, right? So what they will do, they analyze the whole purchasing trend of the people who buy that product. Suppose I am buying a product, right? So now it will look in the whole database who has purchased the product A. And now it will analyze if somebody is purchasing product A, what are the other products they are buying along with that. So similar
Correct,
kind
correct.
of thing, if
Correct,
somebody is
correct.
buying A and they have also bought out the product B, so now it will show in my recommendation or my gallery that you have purchased product A, so you should also buy B. So this way
Yeah.
they are influencing the customers.
Correct, correct. And the similar set of product will also come. Suppose we're going to purchase a watch, a smartwatch. So you're going to click on the smartwatch of any of the XYZ company. So the similar kinds of product will come into the panel at the right side or a bottom. Hey, you can also purchase these things as an interest and then things. Okay, okay, fine. So recommendations will be also done by the data science when we're going to uh, write some Mahatma Gandhi. Suppose you have written here Mahatma Gandhi uh, in a Google search. So what will be happen? Automatically, something will come like the Rajneesh, Nelson Mandela, Nathuram Godse, Jawaharlal Nehru, and Martin Luther and King Jr. Okay. So what does it mean? It means the data science has been applied on the Google platforms also, that is going to see your search and do a ontology mechanism to get some relevant data in the left panel or a right panel or a bottom and so on. And going to search like smartwatch for man. So what you will do, you will get a lot of smart watches from different companies like BVChat, Amazon Fit, smartwatch, anything, and see, explore with images. So a lot of information, and so now all thing has been linked to the Google, Instagram, and so on due to the pace of the marketing and so on. So all will become in that way. So go to the
Uh,
next one.
so, sir, can we say that artificial intelligence and data science inseparable to each other? If my statement is correct,
No, do
after
not
doing
AI, and
data science.
machine learning, AI and data science. So there are three terms: AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. So all those terms are interrelated to each other.
Yeah, yeah, correct, correct.
Correct. So all those terms are interrelated to each other. Why I'm saying? Because all are dependent on each other. If we say about the AI, that is the simulation of human intelligence, what they are going to perform in the typical human function, like the reasoning, problem solving, some learning capabilities, some decision making, and so on. That is the part of the AI. What human is doing now, a system is doing, a computer is doing. If we talk about the machine learning, it is totally different. Totally different. It is just a subset of AI where the system learns and improve from the data without exceeding the programming sense. So this is the machine
Yeah,
learning. And if we talk about the data science, so the data science basically is different. So data science, it combines the all three groups like the programming, like the analytics, the AI, machine learning, and all those things to combine into a bigger subject area that is called our data science. So just go through the applications that is written here and this is the all like web searching, healthcare system, transportations, and so on. Data science life cycle. We'll go through the project requirement first, do the analysis, you prepare the data of the data collections, you will do the descriptive data analysis and the part of modeling. So modeling is one of the most demandable things in the market in the current industry of the IT. Data modeling. Data modeling will give three types of modeling. We have conceptual data model, logical data model, and physical data model. Conceptual data model says what we are going to think कि मैं एक सॉफ्टवेयर बनाऊंगा. I will prepare a synopsis and say I will create a system. ये हमारा हो गया conceptual model. So guys, I'm again repeating my words. Please try to complete your synopsis in the same semester. If any help needed, please let me know. Okay?
सर ओएल वाले भी आपसे हेल्प ले सकते हैं?
ओएल वाले में अब तो ऑनलाइन हेल्प लेना पड़ेगा यार.
हाँ तो सर उसके रिगार्डिंग प्रोजेक्ट में सर हेल्प चाहिए था. मैं स्प्रिंग बूट और रिएक्ट पे प्रोजेक्ट करने का सोच रहा हूँ सर, एलएमएस पोर्टल पे ही, एलएमएस
Okay,
पोर्टल
please
जैसा सर.
we'll discuss, no issue. Okay, so data modeling, we have got conceptual, then we have logical, how many entities are there, how we are going to relate with the entities. And the last one is the physical, how we are going to implement those tables and the entities within a system in Oracle database or a data warehouse system or a cloud computing systems or a Snowflake, whatever we are going to use as a part of model and as part of modeling test. Okay, so that will be there, no issue. So these things you need to go and a sample life cycle of data science projects and so on. So the first unit has been completed. Now we are going to start the random variables and the basic distributions. What is sampling? How we are going to do a hypothesis testing and so on. So just a break for 5 minutes and we'll be back on next. Okay.
Yep.
Guys, is it fine?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So second we can is, so we need to understand how the portability and the statics for data science. What we can do, what are different types of probability, like the conditional Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem basically called the naive Bayes, and then how we are going to do a distributions, binomial probability, normal distributions, statistical sampling, and so on. So all those topics that is listed as a part of Unit 2 is purely mathematics, purely statics. Okay. So the question here is why we are going or how we are going to do calculations or there is an involvement of math and stats in data science. Why we are doing? If anyone is going to ask one question, why there is an involvement of maths and their coordinates and all those things too much in the data science? क्या होता मतलब क्या रीजन है कि मैथ की मतलब जो पोर्शन है मैथ की जो पार्टिसिपेशन है ज्यादा है डेटा साइंस में? कैन एनीवन एक्सप्लेन?
Sir, this is required to learn about the data, how data is behaving, and based on those data analysis part, we can derive some conclusion. We can predict the based on those data. For example, so suppose in our class, suppose we are having the multiple students, about 40 people are attending this class. So we can take the height of each of our student, that some is 5 feet, some is 6 feet, some is 6.5 feet. Again, we also take their data in terms of the age. What are the different age groups are present over here? So we can, by studying their height, by studying their age, we can give that this is the mean, this is the median, this is mode, this is the standard deviation. Second part, this is the one part that is that we call the descriptive analysis. Second part, now we are going to learn about whether this height is related with the age. So how this height is related with age and all those kind of thing. If you want to include another parameter like grade, how the people get the grade in the classes. Like some is getting 70%, some is getting 80%, some is getting 98%. So whether this age is influencing the grade or is it relatable with the grade. So those kind of analysis, if we want to do, the pure mathematics has to come into the picture. So without that, we cannot do those kind of analysis. That's why without mathematics, data science is a little bit of handicap.
Correct, correct. So when an algorithm will come into the pictures, there should be a math involved in that. Okay. So any types of calculations will be happen in terms of some data sets, in terms of some analytics or predictions we are going to map. Everything will be based on the mathematical calculations. So all those theorems, all those testing, all those regressions having some mathematical calculations. Okay. So these are some probability about the number of event, number of sample space. Okay. So what I am assuming, so something basics about the math so that you can do it like the what is probability and number of sample space for a number of event and so on. So that and then you can about the probability of A union B equals to. These are some mathematical probability terms that we need to use. If here die has thrown twice, so what is the probability of getting two? So die has thrown twice. So a die having six, so what will the probability of getting one? So 1/6 and 2/6. So all those things you're getting. If a coin has been tossed, what is the probability of getting head? So one head will come or a tail will come. So 1/2 is the probability. If two coins are tossed together, what is the probability of getting head? So the sample space will be head, tail, head, tail, tail. So in three cases, you will get head when uh, head, tail, head, and tail, tail. So what is the probability of getting head? So 3 upon sample space will be there. That is the 4 and so on. So in this case, a sample space, an event, all those things you are going to capture. Random and the random variable distribution is also a maths type of things that you need to go through it. Discrete random sampling, random variable, how we are going to set. Just go through one or two example of binomial theorem also. What is the NPR, number of permutations, number of combinations, and so on. What do you mean by the NCR? NCR, number of combinations, NPR, number of permutations. Okay. So when you go through it, you will be able to do it. Okay. So probability distribution, continuations, forms, and the variables, you can go through it. So this is pure math, all distribution. I'm not going to explain too much in this portion because when you see these all are a part of your math syllabus that you have. If you need anything, I can discuss in the next session. If you want to discuss about any of the mathematical topic, like the standard deviations, like the probability, like the combinations, permutations, anything, I can explain with one or two examples to you. Like any deviation you need to find, cumulative frequency you need to find, mean, mode, median we need to find, anything we can discuss. Okay. Sample space and the sample proportions, that is also a part of probability. So this and testing. So what do you mean by the hypothesis testing? Hypothesis means what?
Sir, all possible outcomes, sir, all possible results, sir, which we are predicting about any problem, sir. Suppose I have a one problem and there are so many possible solutions. All those possible solutions were our hypothesis. It sometime hypothesis become the result and sometime hypothesis does not convert into the result.
Okay, sure. So the hypothesis is called the all types of possible outcomes or that comes under a random sampling. Okay, so we are going to throw a random sample space will come, and that is called 1 to 6. Either 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6 come. 5 will come or a 6 will come during our sample space and so on. Okay. Estimations parameters is nothing you have to do. Standard error in sample. This is one formula that we need to go through it. S is the sample space and root n standard deviations of the samples and so sample mean we need to find. We need to go through this formula. And these are the sample spaces. When 100 students into a centimeter, these are the height of the student that is mentioned here. So, figure, correlations, coefficients, all are. This is just a regression line, how the marks and the predictive marks has been done. So we have done one predictions on the basis of some sample modeling or sample testing, and then as an end we get some outputs, and that is the regressions line that we're going to showcase. The things that you are seeing here. And weekly study hours and so on that we're going to types of innovating. So actual scenario, final decision. So these are some theory. Please go through it and let me know. Some mathematical probability has been coming to the picture in the unit 2. Some of the sampling regressions and standard mean deviations that are written. So go through it and try to get it. If not, I will explain everything to you. Okay? Just try once from your side. If there is a bag, how many possibilities of if a bag having 7 balls, and what is the possibility of getting 2 red balls or 1 red balls? Anything, कुछ भी क्वेश्चन हो सकते हैं. ठीक है? Data preparations for analysis. How we are going to do data preparations? And what is the need of data preparations? So, data is coming from different sources, and we need to ingest the data in our raw layer or a source system. Source system, it means raw layer or a staging layer. We can say if data is coming from different system, we need to ingest as it is. Now, on the basis of the data, we will do some cleaning, we will do some integrations, we will do some reduction of data, and a ETL has to perform, that is called the extract, transforms, and load. Okay. So data cleaning means the unwanted data that is coming from the source that we need to remove it. Integrations means how a data is going to integrate from one entity to other entity, what are the relationships, and so on. That is called the data integrations. Any questions, team? Any questions? Jitendra, Komal, Mahima,
No question,
Rahul,
sir.
No, sorry.
Priya, Akash, whoever, Komal, Abhishek is available in the group. If any questions, you can ask. So, data cleaning means the unwanted data. Suppose you got one Excel file, you got one CSV file, and so on. So, how we are going to clean the data? Clean the data, it means what types of operations you are going to perform in the data cleaning. So, the Excel as well as the advanced Excel concept is going to use for this. Is it fine?
Sir, that this word curation, data curation,
अभी मैं तो यही हूँ
use
ना,
in
पहले पे हूँ डेटा क्लीनिंग पे, मैं भी बताऊंगा सब कुछ. So this is called data cleaning. Excel has Excel data. If you are getting the data in the Excel, you can do a cleaning, you can do a validations, you can extract the informations from a chunk or a bunch of data and so on. Second part is called our data integrations. So go to the data. The data quality means what? There are 5 factors, 5 to 6 factors that provide a data quality check. It should be complete, it should be unique, it should be validated, it should be consistent, the accuracy should be fine, and the timelines means if anybody is saying, hey, you will get the data weekly, and at the end of the week, if you're not getting the data, it means it's not good for you. Are you good? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So accuracy should be fine. Accuracy should be fine. So now we have these things: accuracy, completeness, consistency, timeliness, uniqueness, validity, and so on. Now, data pre-processing. Pre-processing means what we are doing. We are doing a cleaning, we are doing integrations, we are doing a transformation, and we are doing a reduction. And on the basis of these four phases that we need to perform on a data sets, we are doing a data pre-processing. So before going to load the data in the actual system on a server or a tool, we will do the cleanliness, we will do the integrations, we'll do transformations and all. Transformation means what? Transformation means suppose a name is coming from the source, so I am going to change the name into three persons: first name, middle name, and last name. This is called our transformations. Second thing, if a date of joining is coming along with the employee details, we are going to say, hey, how long the employee is connected with the industry or a company. Or we can say, if a mail is coming, we can convert it into M and F. Or if any dates are coming, we can extract the number of days, number of months, or a number of years from the date format. So these types of transformations that we can do as a part of the calculations. Any questions? Okay, so transformations, cleaning, minimum values, this is fine. Noisy data. So there are two things. What do you mean by noisy data? Noisy data means, so we need to find out the error. Error means a random error that will become during the measurables. So there are two things. When you're going to create some data warehouse concepts or a mining concept, you will go through few terms. The terms are like, let me go the terms. Terms are like data warehouse, data mart, data lake. Then we have data mining, data modeling. Then we have ETL or ELT process. We have ETL or ELT process. Then we have schema generation also, that is called the star schema or snowflake schema. Then we have a data vault concept. Then we have data points. We have EDA. So these types of terms, we have fact and dimensions. We have link and the bridge tables. So all those concepts will come into the picture when you are going to create a data warehouse to do some analysis. So we will do three kinds of analysis on a data sets using a data science concept. So first is called our uh, predictive analysis. Predictive analysis. Second is called trend analysis. And third is called sentiment analysis. So these terms will come when we are going to do the data cleaning that we have did. And after the data cleanings and all, we are going to say, hey, the data has been cleaned. Now we are going to load into the warehouse and we can create many insights from the data. Like noisy data is just nothing, just a unwanted data at the times of the measurable variables when you're going to use and so on. Regressions, outlier analysis, data descriptions is just data transformations and technique. An outlier, clustering of instances and so on. So steps for data cleaning, remove duplicate, fix the structure error, managing unwanted outliers, handling missing data. So there will be a question. There will be a question in to you. What is the difference between noisy data and missing data? Noisy data and missing data, explain with example. Okay. So noisy data, we have the data, but that is not relevant up to mark to sit, to explain, to explore. And missing data, some information is missing from the source. That is not coming, that should be a part of the analysis. To doing some analysis like the predictive. Okay, who is going to explain these three terms? Predictive analysis, sentiment analysis, and trend analysis. Who?
Sir, predictive analysis is basically taking up the data, whatever data we are having, and defining the future data. So if some new data will come, so what is the it take the outcome. So there are kind of two kind of predictive analysis. One is based on the supervised kind of thing, and one is the unsupervised kind of thing. And there are multiple algorithm in that.
Reinforcement also.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
there are
correct.
three things: supervised, unsupervised, and the reinforcement. So these are the three types of machine learning concept. Correct. So predictive, what you are saying, it's a predictions on a historical data. So how we are going to do predictions like a cricket match. In 10th over, if your score is 70, so if 80-20 match, I'm assuming in the next with the same average, it will be 140. Or a 50 over match, if your average in first 15 over is 7, that is the 105, it means your score will be around 350 as per the current average. This is called the predictions. Trend trend is said, hey, on the festive season, we are going to do a purchase, or on a month in, we are going to do a purchase, or at the start of the month, when the salary will be credited to the account, you are going to do a purchase. It means what? It means this is called our trend, and this is called the trend analysis. Sentiment is what? What is sentiment?
Sir, normally
Charles,
social behaviors.
Alina, yes, Gulsan. What is sentiment?
Sir, what I learned that this is basically to capture the people's sentiment about a particular kind of thing. Nowadays, like in power plant area, If somebody wants to build a new kind of power plant or etc., they want to capture how the people are behaving or reacting to this kind of new projects and all. So we
Yes,
are able to capture the sentiment of the people. So what is their opinion, whether this is positive opinion, whether they are giving negative opinion. So this will help into come up that new project or etc. This is the
correct,
way I
correct.
heard of.
Correct. So we can say in the sentiment analysis, we are going to capture the sentiments of the crowd, sentiment of the people, what they are thinking about the new things or the existing things. Okay. If we are saying, hey, UID is famous all over in India, and that will be tagged with the different accounts. So how the people are thinking, what we need to do if we are going to link the uh, Aadhaar card with the PAN systems, and what the PAN system will do later. Is there any benefited to be, or is there any calculation will be happen so that they're going to reduce or anything on the terms of the some wages. So the sentiment will be either a positive sentiment that will be also come from social networking websites like the Instagram, Facebook, YouTube also. Then we have LinkedIn also is one picture. Then we have Telegrams also one of the sources and so on. So that we are going to capture the sentiments of the people. How many are coming from the positive? How many are coming from the negative? And how many are coming from the neutral? They're not giving answers in terms of the question asked. And on the basis of the sentiments, they're going to upgrade their system. They're going to uplift their system. Like why review and ratings are captured by the company, like the Miso, Amazon, uh, like Flipkart, and different websites that are running in the world are going to capture the review and rating for every product because they want to improve the facilities. They want to improve the facilitations to the customer in such a way, hey, this is coming for you now, but as per your review and ratings, we will try to improvise our skill set and so on. Correct? Are you getting my point?
Yeah. Sir, one question. So suppose somebody wants to do analysis of the Facebook. So whether they will disclose those data to you and do such kind of analysis?
Yes, yes. So there is a API that you need to purchase the Facebook API, and on the basis of the API, you can get some data. Obviously, the PII information will be not there, like their personal informations, like the mobile number, email ID, and so on. But they will give some random data to you. YouTube will provide some random data to you. In Facebook, it might be restricted. Just check on the Google or with ChatGPT, is it feasible or not? But YouTube, I know some people has done some best analysis on the uh, YouTube part, and they have shared uh, a sentiment analysis and a chart to all. Okay,
Yeah, yeah. Okay, sir. Okay, thank you. I will explore that part.
are you getting my point?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, okay, fine, team. So what I will do, so in the next session, I will explain the topics like missing data, how we are going to do a handling, what are data reductions in terms of the dimension, in terms of the numericity. Numericity means the values, the techniques to uh, estimate the data. Okay, and so on. Data descriptions, transformation, the smoothing, attributes, aggregation, normalizations, all those are the things. And see, these are the questions. What do you mean by data pre-processing? Why pre-processing is needed? Characteristics, steps, cleaning, importance, and the main steps. Okay. So this is for today. We'll explain each and everything, and then we'll discuss in the next session. Is it fine?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much, sir.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Excuse
Fine.
me,
Thanks,
sir.
everyone. Yes.
Sir, I wanted to ask about the synopsis, sir.
Synopsis you have to make, and you have to make a synopsis of 35 to 35, like 30 25 pages in all, in which you need to do a guide, and one topic should be there. topics like that, like table of content, like the title of the project, introduction of the project, objective of the project. Then we have, we can say, project category, hardware software requirement, design part in which DFD, ear diagram, process flow diagram, class object, and then use case you need to create it. And then we descriptions of the module, Gantt chart. Then we have testing strategy and the test cases. Then we have drawback of the existing system. You can say futuristic bibliography. So some 10 to 12 contents you need to make it. And then, so no issue. I am just sending emails. Then you can email and then I will get back to you. No issue. Okay.
Where can we submit it to?
It for the OLS students, it be submitted online. And for those students, that will be the ODL. So for the ODL students, that will be for the RC. They belongs to RC 1, 2, and 3. So that should become okay.
Online people, where can they submit? I mean,
Online people has to submit online. That I'm saying.
On their LMS portal, sir. OL model.
Again.
सर ऑनलाइन मॉडल जो ओएल स्टूडेंट है वो अपने एलएमएस पोर्टल पे अपलोड करेंगे बस साइन अप से दिसंबर 31 से पहले
Correct.
but the LMS portal has not been updated since very long time. I was also searching them.
LMS पोर्टल पे ही करने हैं जो OL स्टूडेंट हैं.
At the end of October end, it will be updated on LMS portal.
No.
Link will be
You need to upload in a link. Just try and search the link जहाँ पे आपको होगा कि synopsis से वहाँ अपलोड कर सकते हो.
अभी अपडेट नहीं हुआ है सर LMS पे वो लिंक अभी अपडेट नहीं हुआ है सर.
देखिए हो जाएंगे, don't worry.
Yes sir, October end तक.
Okay, sure. Okay, thanks everyone. So we will discuss.
Sir, I have one question, sir. Sir, is class diagram mandatory in synopsis, sir?
Yeah, object class diagram is mandatory in the synopsis. Correct, because all your projects belongs to your OOPS concept that is called the object-oriented programming structure. So
Yes,
at least one diagram from UML, that is the class object diagram, is needed along with DFD, ER diagram, table architecture, and process flow diagram. So you need to make 5 diagrams in your synopsis: DFD, ER diagram, table architecture, process flow diagram, or a flow chart, and then class object diagram. Okay, fine team. So yeah, tell me.
Sir, is any project screenshot is mandatory in synopsis?
No, it's not mandatory.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. A lot of thanks, sir.
Okay, thanks everyone for joining. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. See
Thank
you.
you.